When I tell you I had to rush home and film this recording right away because the amount of messages and downloads that I am receiving that I need to share with you, this video is only going to find you at your final push that you are needing in order to accept the death of your old self. I make these videos for the high achievers, for a very small percentage of people who are willing to do this level of inner work. So as soon as I sat down, I took a few deep breaths, I lit my candle, and I was like, okay, let me set an intention for this reading. And the only thing that came to mind was, may this video find the right people. So if you are here with me, welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for choosing yourself. Because the work that we do here is not for the weak. This is natural selection, period. And this morning, I pulled a reversed 5 of Wands and the World, and beneath that is the Strength card. And so I was sitting in meditation. I listened to Dr. Joe Dispenza meditations. If you don't, please do. There are countless videos. Some of them I believe are created by AI regardless here on YouTube. Powerful. If you're just waking up, listen to the meditation. You don't even have to sit in meditation. You can continue with whatever it is that you're doing, but let the videos play. Listen to it as you go to sleep. And the Strength card and the King of Pentacles. The Strength card being here next. Before I even get into these cards, I need to remind you of your own strength. I need to remind you of your own power. This is only a remembrance. This is nothing new. This is just the next level of knowing yourself. This is the next level of the work that you do in your life. This is your dharma. This video will find you. This video will find the people who are not afraid of letting themselves go, their old selves go. When you are ready to stop victimizing yourself in your life and fully know on a cellular level that you are the deliberate creator of your reality. This is where mysticism meets quantum physics. This is where mysticism meets neuroscience. This is how you change your life. This is how you change your mind. On a cellular level, I had seen a video. Let me take a deep breath. I'm like really excited to share this message because it feels like such a solid confirmation. I had seen this message, or I saw someone online saying that they're going to lie to themselves about their past to rewrite things because that's neuroplasticity. And that might have been a joke, but this is social media. People are learning things. People are taking in information, and whether they see it as a joke or not, that is not neuroplasticity. Lying to yourself about your past to rewrite things, that is not neuroplasticity. As someone who doesn't just study neuroscience at an academic level, but who walks the way I talk, that is a very damaging message to put out into the world, because people might subconsciously start doing that. They read something, they just scroll past, but they might actually take that in, whether they sit there and explicitly try to integrate that into themselves. You get what I'm saying? And it's not about lying to yourself about your past. It is about accepting your past and leaving it there and moving forward. That is what neuroplasticity, there's many different parts of neuroplasticity, but this angle that I'm specifically getting at is about, it's not about lying to yourself. It's about recognizing that you are stuck in the woe is me. You are stuck in the victimization of your life experience. You are stuck in the part of you that pities yourself for your experiences. You have put your foot in your mouth at times. You have fucked up at times. Excuse my language. You have done things that you might have not been proud of, but what do? Sit there and grovel? And in no way am I trying to say not feel your emotions. What I'm trying to say here is feel and surrender and recognize that this kaleidoscope in front of you is your life experience. You are not meant to always feel okay. We strive for not even, it's like that's toxic positivity to always try to be happy. Like, yes, keep yourself in a positive mental attitude, but when you have feelings of frustration, of grief, of anger, of resentment, you are in this human experience, and it is natural for you to have emotions. It's not about always being okay. It's about the willingness to surrender to yourself over and over and over, and let your life experiences change you for the better. You get to decide if your life experiences change you for the better, because everything is truly neutral. And I know you have heard that before, but it takes time for things to fully like integrate on a cellular level, so you can move through life with that knowing that everything is neutral and I get to decide how I feel and what I do. You feel me? It's like oh my God, I feel like I just need to breathe in this message, because it feels so like, you get what I'm saying? It's just so powerful. Let me keep things succinct. I think moving forward, I'm going to start writing down the channels that I get when I can, to put them into my messages clearly, because right now it's like overwhelm, upheaval of positive energy that I feel like I'm pouring out of this full cup to pour into others. If you are watching this message, please take this seriously, that it is truly a confirmation that the work you are doing is paying off. There's a part of you that wants to see the fruits of your labor right away. It can be frustrating, but are you in the same place that you were last year? With where you currently are now, do you want to be in this place this time next year? If the answer is no, I don't want to be in the position I currently am in, then it's time for you to lock in, tap in, and follow your North Star in a real way. Let's go back to basics. Let's wake up and take 5 deep breaths. Let's list 3 things we are grateful for. Let's affirm positivity and everything that we have in our present reality to be grateful for, because gratitude truly is the highest frequency. If you go through life feeling like things are out to get you, things are not working out, things are not going to work out. You are always manifesting, whether you are being conscious of it or not. Manifestation and the law of attraction does not respond to your words. It responds to your vibration that you emit. Your heart has an electromagnetic field that is so much further than your mind. Like, it truly does. And when you can connect your mind to your heart, create that coherence, like, be truly heart-led, leading with gratitude, with curiosity. And when we lead with acceptance, it doesn't mean accept all the shit that happens to you in life and if people are treating you crazy. It's about being able to tune inward and trust the way you respond, choosing how to respond. When you have moments of reactivity, it's an opportunity for you to know yourself on a deeper level. This is an opportunity for you to recognize, like, from a bird's eye view, I reacted before I gave myself an opportunity to respond because I felt XYZ. Know yourself, know thyself, tune in. Slow down and feel your true emotions without suppressing them. And it is very scary to surrender. The people who are doing this work, it's not like we don't feel fear. That is a very natural emotion. We feel the fear and we know that it is a natural part of this life experience. But we know that following our North Star, I'm going to have many different emotions. I'm going to have many different perspectives, but I'm moving towards that arrow. Like, I'm following my North Star. There, at no point do you get off the path. This is the journey. This is the path. And so I want to go back a little bit and talk about feeling like victimizing yourself. I think that's something that a lot of people don't admit to themselves, is that they are victimizing their current circumstances. They are waiting for circumstances to change in order to feel better, in order to start doing better. But it starts within. And that is also something I know you have heard. So you hearing this again now is for you to integrate that further into yourself. I haven't even gotten to these cards. Like, it's just like this. This is everything. That is everything. And the victimization of yourself and being unafraid to admit that is a part of your truth. We have many different truths within ourselves, each of them unique to our life experience. When it comes to victimizing yourself, you could be like mad at your parents for not being perfect. You could be mad at yourself for not being perfect. You could be mad that you aren't making as much money as you want. You could be mad at yourself for being afraid to speak up about something, or for not being as honest as you would like to be. It's like very subtle but deep ways in which we victimize ourselves, and you cannot wait for your circumstances to change in order to change yourself. When you change yourself, it's like when a black hole collapses into itself, it starts to pick up at a rapid rate. It's like the snowball effect. But then once it fully collapses into itself, it's like a death and rebirth. It's the Ouroboros. It's the infinity. It's everything. It's your life experience. Like when you accept that you can change, things will pick up. But then you are birthed anew. It's a new vibration. It's a new frequency. It's a new self. And so I feel like I'm going at, it's going to come together. There's like the victimization of yourself and accepting that you can change and realizing that you have the power to do so. And you could be like, I hate my circumstances. I don't like who I'm with, where I live, what I'm doing. So what are you going to do? Sit here and just feel those things, feel that discomfort? Yes, feel it, but you need to make proactive changes, because nothing changes if nothing changes. Period. It starts within. That's where I was going with this. I know that you have heard that before, so you hearing that again now is like, I know myself. I know myself. I know that I have the strength, the power, and the bandwidth to make real changes in my life. I want to be more disciplined. I want to be more forthright, with more honesty, be more curious, less judgmental. It starts within you. And then your external will reflect what's going on within you. It starts within and then it expands outward. It's not outward and then in. You can seriously stay stagnant by, it's like people who, like, I've had a conversation not too long ago. Someone was like, oh, I want to go to the gym, and that's where I tune out, because I'm like, you're just making excuses for yourself. But what if I tell you right now, you are sitting here making excuses for yourself? Go to the gym, just go. And then you will start to feel better. Don't wait to feel the motivation and then go to the gym. That's just a small example. That can be applied to many different parts of life, but I see that within people. The mountain is you. That is my favorite thing to say to people. The mountain is you. People are in their own way. Your biggest obstacle in life is your inner critic, is your mind, because your mind wants to keep you safe. Your body is an animal. So as soon as you start to make changes, like real changes on a cellular level, it is natural for your body to want to resist that. But it is a muscle. It is a muscle. It is up to you to wake up and declare your new identity, your new reality. And it's not about pretending that the past didn't happen, but the past is literally only in the past. It is only here now. It does not exist anymore. So what are you going to do? Sit here and harp on what was? Or are you going to turn your life experience into more life experience, into more wisdom, into your art, into your creative expression? It's like you sit here and wonder why nothing is changing when you're doing this. You wake up, scroll, don't make the bed, room is messy, not eating in the way in which you want to. Your body's telling you that you don't need certain foods, maybe less sugar, but you're still doing it anyway. It's like you are living your life. You realize that. You do realize that. I meet so many people who are so convinced that they cannot have what they want because they think that they should just be handed things. Love to break it to you. A lot of people think that manifestation is just thinking. Have you heard of Wu Wei? It's the art of non-doing. It's where doing and non-doing intersect, because it's like putting yourself in a flow state. It's not about just sitting here and saying, I want financial abundance. Okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Sit here and think about it. Do your research. Watch videos. We live in a world of information. At this point, ignorance is an option. Ignorance is an option. And it's a muscle. And the more you do something, the better you become. It's not that it gets easier, but you become better. You become more equipped. You become more wise. You become more capable. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this is natural selection. It's like, it is what it is. And what I mean by that is the weak ones get weeded out. For real. And it doesn't mean they're going to drop off and die. It's that maybe they're going to stay in cycles that they've had the opportunity to break, but they will keep repeating it because they did not choose to evolve. They chose to repeat. Nothing changes if nothing changes. It's up to you to make conscious decisions about who you are becoming, what direction you are taking yourself, and truly follow your North Star. It is up to no one but you. And it's hard sometimes. And like I was saying earlier, it's natural to feel fear. Step forward anyway. But that requires you to tune in deeper and be able to feel in your body when it's a discernment about fear you're feeling, or if that fear is like a caution. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference, but I can't teach you how to find that within yourself. It comes with practice. It comes with making mistakes and trying again. Making a mistake and learning, and then applying that knowledge into your further life experiences. So if it comes up again or a similar situation, you can choose differently. That is how we make change. That is how we collapse timelines. That is how we manifest. That is how we move forward towards our North Star. This is how we know ourselves on a true soul level. It is up to no one but you, the quality of your life. The quality of your life is up to no one but you. What are you going to do with that information? Stay put? Another part I want to touch on really quick before I end this video is doing a lot of back end work and not front end work. It's like you're doing a lot of fine tuning inward, and that's great. There are seasons in life where we ebb versus we flow. We're more intro versus extro. That is natural. But don't get so caught. Another part where your discernment comes into practice. It's up to you to be able to find this within yourself and to know yourself in this way. It's like getting caught up on the fine-tunement because a part of you is afraid to do the front end work. It's like, here's an example that I honestly can relate to because this is a part of my own personal life experience. I was in a long-term relationship for 3.5 years. We separated, and then I was in a space where I was deeply working on myself. Celibate or abstinent. I know there's a difference. I was abstinent. I went back to school, focusing on my business, focusing on myself, really working on myself, like inwardly, but also like getting in the gym, working on my health. And I got so afraid to be involved with other people. Like, of course, I took my time. I took my time because I am still healing. Healing is a lifelong journey, but that particular part of my healing, I did not feel comfortable to be involved with other people. But then time passed and I felt my heart start to open. But then I also felt the fear of even being involved with anyone, even if it was just dating, even if it was just getting the experience of others. And I was like, I feel that my heart is open, maybe not in the sense of co-creating with another person, you know, not necessarily having kids, but just like that I wasn't ready for that. I felt like I wasn't ready for that. But as my heart started to open, I forgot why I'm even saying this. My heart started to open and I felt a lot of discomfort because I wanted it to remain closed. I forgot why I was saying that. I think, whatever. Someone needed to hear that. It's like being back to the discernment, being able to recognize within yourself when it's like that resistance, like my heart is opening, but that's where it is. The front end versus the back end. I got so caught up on just working on myself. Like forever, lifelong journey of working on myself. But I got so caught up in the fine-tunement that I was not letting myself learn through experiences and trial. You know what I mean? Like being so caught up on no, I'm working on myself. I'm not ready. And even to this day, I'm not interested in dating, but I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I can experience others without being so caught up on it's like I'm learning through that experience. You understand what I'm saying. You can put the two together. I did not even get into these cards really, but the message that needed to come out came out, and that is that on that. Yeah, I think that's it. Whew. Wow. This is really just a confirmation for you, for we, that I know that you were on the right path. You were on the path that you have chosen is unique to you. There is no baseline of normalcy that you need to meet. You are allowed to live your life in the way that you choose to do so. Being selfish is not selfish. That is not the drag that we have been conditioned to believe. There's a difference between being self-absorbed and selfish, self-centered. Again, I will leave that up to you to discern between the two. But when you choose yourself holistically, like truly choose yourself, and that doesn't mean push others away or isolate yourself. It's not the hermit. Like you have been in deep hermit mode for a big portion of this year, especially the last few months. And I know that you can feel that you are on a runway right now. Be not afraid. This is your moment to completely change the trajectory of your life. This is the moment that you decide you are ready to actually receive more, that you are worthy of receiving more, that you are worthy of living the life you dream about. You actually are. And in order to get like more focused on that, does require you to be honest with yourself. You cannot expect others to be honest with you if you are not honest with yourself. In the ways in which maybe you cut people off when they're talking. Maybe you tune out, and maybe you don't let people in because you just don't feel like it's necessary, or you gatekeep yourself, which is valid, but at the same time, that connectedness might make you feel something that you are needing to feel. Not to be vague, but to be vague. There's just so much more that I could say, but I gotta go. Actually, I have things to do. There's more. And if you're here doing this work, I applaud you, because I know it is not easy, but it's rewarding. This is the Samadhi journey. This is your path to enlightenment. And it's not an end post. There's not a finish line. Once you have decided that you are willing to heal enough to experience yourself in all your fullness and all your uniqueness, all of it. Like I said earlier, that kaleidoscope of being, that is you. And it's strength and wisdom and happiness and abundance that comes from you doing the inner work that you are currently doing, that we are all currently doing. I cannot say all. When I say obviously not everyone in this world does this kind of inner work, but I say we as in this collective, whoever you may be. And I just want to say thank you for being here with me. Thank you for choosing yourself. Thank you for knowing yourself, because this level of inner work is nothing but rewarding. Peace.